Boxing fans, this is Anna here to do another boxing analysis. This is a post-fight analysis between Danny Swift Garcia versus Lucas the Machine Matthysse. First of all things, Danny did his thing. So for that, I have to give myself a round of applause. Okay, back to it. Pretty much, man, Danny did what I thought he would do. If he needed to adjust, he adjusted, and he pretty much did his thing, just boxing, you know. I mean, he threw jabs on top of jabs on top of jabs to set up his counter punches, and every time Lucas was, throwing something, he was doing his thing. Like, he was coming back, being strong, not letting Lucas's power get to him like everybody else. All the other people were just ridiculous with, being scared. You cannot be scared of anybody in this sport. This sport is unforgiving for people who are scary in the ring. And, I mean, pretty much Danny showed that, it doesn't matter what race or whatever you're from. If you have skills pay the bills. If you've been boxing since you were 10 years old, Lucas was boxing since he was 11. And, I mean, it showed on both ends. Both had, experience in the ring, and it showed with their skills. I mean, Lucas was landing his left hook at times. Danny took it on the chin very well with a poker face. Same thing with Lucas. And, I mean, Danny just had a little bit more that night. I mean, he had a second gear in the later rounds after he had already, in the middle rounds, fucked up Lucas's eye. I mean, his eye was puffed up, closed, yo. I was like, fuck, like, what happened? But anyway, let me go ahead and say it. I told you so. I made 4 people delete their account. I mean, fuck them trolls anyway, you feel me? Like, I don't like trolls, Trolls piss me off. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a boxer myself, so I take this sport very, very seriously, and I'll be going pro just to let all my followers know on Instagram, Facebook, hit me up or whatever. My Instagram, Antfresh, ANTPHRESSH23. I mean, like I said, I box, I do this. I mean, I work out 6 days a week, you know what I'm saying, and I'm going pro in February. But anyway, back to the fight on him. Danny in the first round, more of a kind of a fill-out round. They were throwing punches. It was starting to heat up a little bit. And then Lucas landed a really good straight right hand in the first round. I thought it was going to affect Danny. It didn't. I was pretty surprised. I'm like, damn, he took that punch pretty well, And he showed that, he was everything that was, that I thought he could be and more. I mean, I thought he was going to get hurt or rocked sometime in this fight, and it didn't really happen until like the later rounds, like 11th or 12th round. So I was just very surprised with Danny's chin as well. And it really didn't surprise me that he could go to plan B, which, I mean, Lucas was winning in the beginning rounds. I'm just being real. I'm not going to sit here and act like Danny was winning. He wasn't winning, yo. Like, I was a little concerned, but then I started thinking, I'm like, Danny is going to wake up. Angel is going to get to him. And he did in that 7th round. He slapped him around a little bit, threw water all over him and said, come on, man. Like, come on, Danny. Like, you got to box. You got to throw a combination, more punches, Every time Lucas throws, you have to make him pay. That's what this sport is all about. It's counter punches, range generalship, speed, power, and timing. And you have to know when to throw. Location is everything, but you have to know when to throw at your opponent. And that's all Angel was really trying to get Danny to do, was make Lucas, I mean, you're making him miss, make him pay. And it was spots that people kept saying, I mean, Danny was flat-footed, but I mean, he likes to fight, so he's going to sit flat-footed and fight with his opponent. That's just common sense. Like, you guys would criticize him if he was running around the ring like a chicken with his head cut off, too. But anyway, Danny did a great job controlling the distance in the middle of the fight. Lucas was looking good in the middle rounds too, around 8 or 9 with his jab. looking really sharp. He hit Danny with really good body shots that were, to me, affecting Danny a little bit because he wasn't throwing as much. But he weathered the storm and showed why he's a true champion. In the 11th round, I believe, I could be wrong, maybe it's the 10th, he dropped Lucas. And the people say, oh, no, it was because he threw him. No, it's called controlling your opponent. Have you ever heard of steering the car, what Teddy Atlas talks about? You basically get behind the wheel of the car and you steer that motherfucker like you put the gas pedal on, you know. You don't sit there and wait for him to do something. You control the action. You know, that's why they say there's two type of boxers. There's good boxers, then there's elite boxer. Danny showed that he's an elite boxer by taking Lucas's best punch, taking his aggressiveness and using it against him, and ended up knocking him down with great body shots. And then I think it was a left hook that hit the top of the temple somewhere here, or on the side somewhere. But anyway, he knocked him down, and it was legitimate to me. I mean, other people making excuses like always. But anyways, Lucas fought a very great fight. I mean, I thought they was going to end up stopping it or something. I mean, nope. You know, that guy is just Argentine. They just cut from a different cloth down there. I'm telling you, those guys are something special. Really, really something special. I pretty much see Lucas coming back strong. I would love to see a rematch. A lot of people say no, move on, and I say why not? You know, and Danny. You know, a lot of people don't like him because he's, you know, Boricua. I mean, he's Puerto Rican American, and that just really doesn't sit well with people. You feel me? So I don't know. I just feel like people need to get off of the race thing and go off of skills. Skills pay the bills. Yeah, Angel talks a lot of shit, but hey, as long as Danny walks the walk and Angel talks the talk, let it be. It's boxing. It's entertainment. You know, like, it is what it is. Fuck it, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Like, don't sit there and get angry because he's speaking his mind. This is America. It's freedom of speech. You say what the fuck you want. You feel me? But anyway, what did you guys think of the fight? I'm gonna do another, you know, post fight about the Mayweather Canelo, but that's gonna be later on or whatever. I want some money on that fight while I was in Vegas. I still have videos I have to put up from Vegas. I have so much I have to do. That's why I'm doing this video actually, you know, on my phone or whatnot. It's not that bad of quality, so it should be out there. And like I said, I told you so. And that 10 players dude on YouTube, delete your shit, bro. Like, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. You barely know boxing. You act like you're a boxing god or some shit. You don't even know boxing. You know, you said that Lucas is some type of panther. He's gonna eat Danny up for dinner. He, you know, needs to eat. He's hungry, blah blah. Danny was hungry too. He showed it in that fight. He's not a hyena like you thought. And there's a whole bunch of people I can call out. But like I said, the trolls know who you are. I made 4 people delete their shit. And that's just how I do it, man. I mean, you gonna bet me and say that Danny's gonna get knocked the fuck out and Angel's gonna have to cut his head off. Didn't look like that happened. Told you, Danny had that mental fortitude, something special. There's good boxers, very good boxers, great boxers, which is basically elite. And then, I mean, you have this special. And I just felt like Danny and Floyd and Triple G and a couple other boxers are just special. Even Canelo, I feel Canelo is still a special boxer. I don't care what in Guillermo Rigondeaux, there's a whole bunch of special elite boxers. A pound for pound list will be done probably by next week. I'm still, you know, I'm really precise on who I'm gonna put on there this time. I'm not gonna kind of rush through it like I did last time. I see Danny in my top 5 now after beating Lucas because all the hype. You gotta figure in the hype, you know. Same thing with Marquez. Marquez was in nobody's top 5 until he knocked out Pacquiao in such a brutal and impressive fashion. So you have to look at it like that. Orgullo for Danny Garcia, you know. Just, you know, es mi gente, you know. So, I mean, you guys tell me what you think about this fight, and I will get back to you with more boxing analysis. Hit me up in my inbox if you have more questions about, you know, my fight or whatnot that I'm going to have in February. It's going to be my first pro fight. So, like I said, let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you with more boxing analysis. Peace. Oh, by the way, I know boxing. And That's it. Peace.